students, welcome back to my channel. Our next topic is the mobile ad hoc networks like MANETs. My name is Pooja Subhashrao Deshmukh from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management College, Aurangabad. In this chapter, we will see mobile ad hoc networks, applications of ad hoc networks, challenges in ad hoc network, media access control, routing algorithms for MANETs, and the conclusion. First, we will see what is the mobile ad hoc network, which is called MANETs. Mobile ad hoc networks are formed dynamically by an autonomous system of mobile nodes that are connected via wireless links. There is no existing fixed infrastructure or centralized administration having no base station. Also, mobile nodes are free to move randomly. Network topology changes frequently. Each node works as a router. It may operate as a standalone fashion or also can be connected to the larger internet. Now this is the structure of MANET and WLAN. Now applications of MANET: tactical networks in which military communication and automated battlefields. In emergency services, search and rescue operations, disaster recovery like earthquakes, hurricanes, etc. In educational, there is a virtual classrooms or conference rooms set up ad hoc communication during conferences, meetings or lectures. In home and entertainment, home offices, wireless networking, personal area network, multi-user games, outdoor or internet access. Now, what are the challenges in MANETs? There is an infrastructure less. It brings new network designing challenges, dynamically changing topologies which cause route changes, frequent network partitions and packet loss. In physical layer limitations, limited wireless range, packet loss during transmission, broadcast nature of the communication. Also, limitations of mobile nodes, short battery life, limited capacities, network security. These are the challenges faced. Now, what is the effect on the protocol stack, which consists of 5 layers, that is application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer. In application layer, there are new applications, authentication and encryption. In transport layer, there is a congestion control and flow control is present. In network layer, host addressing, routing and multicasting is needed. In data link layer, there is a media access. And in physical layer, there is a spectrum usage or allocation. In media access control, since MANETs used broadcasting and shared transmission media, introduces a probability of a packet collisions and media contention. Among the top issues are hidden terminal and exposed terminal problems, since collision detection is not possible with half duplex radio. This brings new challenges to conventional CSMA, CD based and MAC based protocols. Now, hidden terminal problem, there is another one problem we will see in the MANETs, that is hidden terminal problem. So, what is that? When two terminals cannot detect each other's transmission due to being outside of each other's range, the collision can occur. And the last one problem is the exposed terminal problem. It occurs when permissible transmission from a node to another node has to be delayed due to the irrelevant transmission between two other nodes. So, what is the solution for that? The solution is new protocol MACA, that is multiple access with collision avoidance protocol, which is used to avoid the hidden terminal and exposed terminal problems. Use signaling packets to avoid collision, that is RTS, request to send, in which sender requests the right to send from a receiver with a short RTS packet before it sends a data packet. Also CTS means clear to send, in which receiver grants the right to send as soon as it is ready to receive. According to that, we can cover these problems. Now, routing in MANETs. The figure shows the block diagram of routing in MANETs, which consists of ad hoc mobile routing protocols having three types, that is proactive, hybrid and reactive. In proactive, DSDV, WRP, CGSR, STAR and OLSR perform. In hybrid, there is only one, that is ZRP. In reactive protocol, that is ABR, DSR, TORA, AODV, CBRP and RDMAR protocols are present. Now, routing in ad hoc networks. Mobile nodes operates as routers. In proactive protocol, which is table based, it maintains routes between every host pair all the time. Now, shortest path protocol, which frequently update routing table, high routing overhead. Next one is the reactive protocol, on the demand and source initiates route discovery. In hybrid protocol, combination of proactive and reactive protocol. This is called hybrid protocol. Next one is the DSDV, that is destination sequenced distance vector, which is adapted from routing information protocol, that is RIP, adds new attribute, that is sequence number. Each node maintains the routing table which stores next hop cost matrix for each destination, a sequence number that is created by destination itself. Each node advertises a monotonically increasing even sequence number, which is used to update path to destination node. Also, odd sequence number used to represent broken path. Routing table updates are transmitted periodically and routing information is transmitted by broadcast. Next one is the dynamic source routing. In dynamic source routing, this is a type of reactive routing protocol which is on demand protocol. Source node initiate route discovery and source node floods route request, that is RREQ, in the network. It uses broadcast method to send RREQ and the route request use a sequence number and path it traversed. Having sequence number is used to identify the request to avoid looping. Next one is the zone routing protocol. In zone routing protocol, a hybrid protocol, ZRP combines both proactive and reactive approach, which divide network into non-overlapping routing zones and use independent protocol on different zones. It having two zones, intrazone and interzone. In intrazone, proactive protocols are used and in interzone there are reactive protocols are used. Routing zone diameter selected that optimize the routing. This is the diagram of zone radius having equal to 2. Thank you.